Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. Today's story is again about a child who died after being abused at the hands of her mother and her mother's partner. Star Hobson was from Keighley, West Yorkshire, and she died in September 2020 after enduring months of abuse at the hands of her mother, Frankie Smith, and her mother's partner, Savannah Brockhill. Both Frankie and Savannah were eventually convicted in relation to Star's death after a 7-week trial. Let's look at the timeline of the event. Star Hobson was born on the 21st of May 2019. In October 2019, her mother, Frankie Smith, meets Savannah Brockhill a month after she separates from Star's father, Jordan Hobson. 23rd of January 2020, concerns of domestic abuse and bruising rears its ugly head. Following a referral by a friend and babysitter, Holly Jones, a social worker visited Star 3 times and assessed that there were no obvious concerns. In February 2020, Star went to live with her great-grandmother, Anita, when Savannah and Frankie's relationship breaks down. In April 2020, Frankie comes and removes Star from the care of Anita Smith without any warning. On the 4th of May 2020, the day after Anita Smith makes a referral, a social worker team makes an unannounced visit to Savannah's home, where the infant is again deemed as being safe and well. The social workers conclude that this referral was a malicious act by Anita. 21st of June 2020, Jordan Hobson submits photos of bruising with concerns over his daughter's treatment by Savannah. Star is checked over by a medic arranged by the police, and they find no concerns, believing the bruising was most likely accidental and consistent with Frankie's explanation. 8th of July 2020. Assessments closed down following a medical report. On the 27th of August 2020, a video of Star Hobson with bruises on her face emerges and is sent to the police. Officers attempt a visit, but the couple say that they are in Scotland with Star. On the 2nd of September 2020, Star Hobson's biological great-grandfather, Frank Smith, makes a referral after seeing another video of bruising to Star. A social worker contacts Frankie, who tells them her daughter bruised herself falling downstairs, and although he tells them that there had been previous referrals, this time they cannot find any record of previous contact. On the 3rd of September 2020, Frankie and Savannah are contacted by a GP advising them that Star should be seen by a doctor, but this does not get acted upon by the couple. On the 4th of September 2020, social services visit Star and conclude no further action is taken. On the 15th of September 2020, the case is closed on the grounds that concerns were unsubstantiated and that the referrals were malicious. 22nd of September 2020, Star Hobson dies of an abdominal hemorrhage caused by blunt force trauma. A post-mortem found the toddler suffered multiple injuries to the scalp, forehead, cheek and back, as well as a recent skull fracture and refracture of her right shin bone after she was physically assaulted by Brockhill on numerous occasions in the weeks and months leading up to her death. Bouncer and security guard Savannah Brockhill, 28, was branded pure evil by Star's family, who said She ascended from the bowels of hell after she was found guilty of murdering Star Hobson. Star's father, Jordan Hobson, had previously raised the alarm over fears for his 16-month-old daughter after seeing shocking photos of her bruised face. The police took Star for a hospital examination, but medics believed the explanation that the toddler had simply hit her face on a coffee table. The jury heard that Star endured months of assault and psychological harm before suffering utterly catastrophic injuries in her home in Keighley, West Yorkshire. The court heard that on one occasion Star was punched with considerable force 21 times over a 3-hour period by Savannah. The court was also shown a series of clips from a CCTV camera of the incident filmed about 8 days before Star's death. The footage show how Savannah Brockhill punched and slapped Star with what the prosecutor described as considerable force, and at one point, Star fell out of the vehicle. Savannah also grabbed Star Hobson by the throat. On another occasion, she was made to walk upstairs with a broken shin and also made to face a wall as punishment. Friends and family in this case raised concerns with social workers on 5 separate occasions. In each case, Savannah and Frankie managed to convince social workers that the marks on Star were accidental or that the complaints were made maliciously by people who did not like their relationship. Savannah Brockhill was found guilty and sentenced to life imprisonment with a minimum of 25 years. Frankie Smith, Star Hobson's mother, was found guilty of causing or allowing Star's death and was sentenced to 8 years, which was later increased to 12 years by the Court of Appeal. The trial related to the case of Star Hobson took place at a similar time to the one related to the murder of Arthur Labinjo Hughes, our previous video. Mr. Fawcett, Star's great-grandfather, says that the pain of Star's death is still extremely raw within the family. His wife, Frankie Smith's grandmother, still can't even look at pictures of the smiling toddler. 3 years after Star's death, the toddler has not been forgotten. Locals still visit her grave, and Fawcett says he keeps his great-granddaughter's grave stocked with flowers. Frankie Smith's father, Andrew Smith, took his own life after sending his daughter Frankie a letter in jail saying he would look after her murdered daughter Star. Mr. Fawcett, who believes that Star's death could have been prevented if they had been taken seriously, says that seeing other toddlers dying at the hands of their family after the failed intervention of social services is extremely painful. The drug-addicted parents of 10-month-old Finley Bowden beat him to death on Christmas Day, just 39 days after social services put him back in his parents' care. And 5-year-old Logan Marangi was killed by his stepbrother just 5 days after courts allowed him to move back in with the boy, despite the fact that his stepbrother had previously threatened to kill him. Mr. Fawcett said, "It brings it all back when you hear these stories. It just seems to keep on happening. If social services would have done more and paid attention and taken us seriously, this would not have happened." Now, ladies and gentlemen, you must think that I am repeating myself, because this story is so similar to that of Arthur Labinjo Hughes that it could have happened to the same people in the same home. In this instance, we cannot blame people for not speaking up, because indeed they did. However, social services in this case failed. Poor Star. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today. As I said previously, there's a reason why I'm bringing you these horrific stories, and that is purely to create awareness. Remember, if you see something, say something. Do not wait until it's too late. Okay, that's it from me for today. Please take good care of yourselves, your children, your pets, and each other. So until we meet again on the next one. Bye.